Hello everyone, Rebooting Studios here, and I've decided that I want to return to making videos about Goodgame Empire. Why? I don't know why. It's just, I thought it'd be ashamed if I didn't make any more Goodgame Empire videos. So I know this video won't get a lot of views, because Goodgame Empire isn't a very relevant game, nor is it a very good one either. I know, I don't exactly have the most, I might not have very, some might say I don't have a very conventional taste when it comes to gaming, nor do I have a very, a lot of the video games I've played during my life are, you know, a bit odd or just not very good, and this is Goodgame Empire is one of them. I'm throwing a lot of shade at Goodgame Empire, but whatever. It's not like, you know, it's still a somewhat well-made Flash game. But the real reason why I'm playing this game is because I want to continue the Goodgame Empire series. I want to reboot it. Last time I made a Goodgame Empire video was back in. It was a long time ago. It was back in 2020, and I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I wanted to do in this game. The thing is, I never planned on quitting playing this game. The reason why I did is because I was just busy doing other stuff. And I didn't actually quit, but my account got deleted. But I always had plans to make other Goodgame Empire videos when the time comes. And now, this is the time, I guess. I have created other accounts on US1 in between that time period. It's just I don't know, I just didn't have the motivation to make these accounts grow. You know now I've created a brand new account. It's growing pretty steady. I'm doing pretty good, except for the fact that my castle, parts of my castle are on fire. But whatever. I mean, that's something that I was always used to. If you're watching my Goodgame Empire videos, which is probably unlikely because of how bad they were, but if you did, you know that my main castle on the French server was constantly on fire. But whatever. Now I'm gonna put out the flames. Don't worry, guys. So this account is currently on the US1 server, because quite frankly I've lost interest in the French server. Before I left FR1, there was like a server war that was raging on since, I don't know, spring of 2020. And I guess I could talk about that server war. That said, I don't think that would interest anyone. I mean, I guess I could talk about it in another video if there's anyone interested. That said, I don't know how many Goodgame Empire players are gonna wanna watch my videos, so I don't think I'll get much feedback in my comment section. But for the few people who are watching this video and who might still be interested in this game, I have plans in the work. Well, I don't know. I have plans to do some pretty epic stuff here. I'm not too sure what that will be, but I'm going to try and make videos that are better than the ones I used to post on this channel, because Jesus Christ, those videos were just bad. I was just like, back then I was just a annoying Spurg, and there were also another few things like the fact that I had a squeaky voice, I was not very well spoken, and I was still learning English. But don't worry, I'll try to make these new videos better. Now I might also create myself an alliance. That said, I'm going to have to grow my account a bit more. I want this to be well planned, you know. I don't want to just create this alliance without anything planned and just hoping people join. Because last time I did that, it didn't go too well. In fact, every time I've been in charge of an alliance in the past, I've done a lot of mistakes, and as a result of that, those alliances never really saw amazing levels of success. On another note, I've also improved quite a lot in this game, as in I'm much better at playing than I was before. I got a lot more knowledge and experience. So I don't know, I might do tutorials. That said, there's already a guy out there, NX Plays, who's, I guess, kind of replaced Brior47 when it comes to making Goodgame Empire tutorials. I don't think I will be of much use. And plus, NX Gaming is much better at this game than I am. If I can't do tutorials, then I don't know, maybe I can do propaganda, perhaps, which sounds goofy as fuck, and that's because it is. But during the server wars of US1, the top alliances would often write, you know, a bunch of, I don't know, nonsense in their alliance descriptions, because said nonsense that they would write in their descriptions for everyone to see would, you know, often aim to diss the enemy by saying that, I don't know, the leader of I don't know, Kingdom of Neff is gay, or stuff like that. And I'm just throwing the idea around like that, but it would be pretty cool if I could step up that propaganda game by making videos. And, you know, making, I don't know, making videos where I incite people to join my alliance. Actually, that sounds very gay. I don't know, I guess I could do some PvP montages. You know, considering what the gameplay of this game is, you know, that doesn't exactly sound very exciting to watch. My account on the US1 server, compared to the long-term account I had on the French server, was pretty successful. And it's kind of a shame that you know, I no longer have it. I was unable to repair my castle by my own. I just didn't want to go to a better alliance. I don't know why. I guess I was just stupid. I wanted to stay in the alliance that I had created and that nobody wanted to join. And as a result of that, you know, more people kept attacking me, and one day some guy stole my outpost. The outpost was it was a pretty good outpost. It had a level 4 castle, and I remember I was pretty salty when that happened. Now, I was very salty because the alliance I was dealing with was one that had strict rules against PvP. You know, there's a lot of alliances like that in Goodgame Empire for some reason, and you know, I wanted to be, you know, a gentleman and leave these alliances alone and just go after the PvP-focused alliances. But one player in that alliance broke those no PvP rules. You know, he broke the rules he was supposed to abide by, and when I tried to retaliate, instead of being able to fight a fair fight, his buddies in that alliance backed him up, declared war on me, and then, well, you know, he snatched my outposts. This also, like, reminded me of a time on the French server, a long time ago, back in 2018, when somebody had done the same thing to me, and I spent a year, yeah, I know, that's pretty retarded, but I spent a year trying to get that outpost back. And I know it's retarded, but I did actually get it back in the end. So I thought that, you know, I would do the same thing here. I would rebuild and then try and get back, get back at them, you know. I even prepared and edited a video about this whole thing, and the reason why you're not seeing it, and I never uploaded it, is that it's just very outdated and just really cringe. It's not the worst video I've ever produced on my channel. I'm a bit self-aware in it, but it's, you know, it's still pretty cringe. You know, I had good reasons to not upload it. In that video, I did send a message to one of the Alliance's commanders, a guy by the name of, I'm not joking, Peter Griffin, and I sent him like this sort of threatening message. Yeah, you can definitely tell how cringe that video would have been. Although, to be fair, I was being somewhat self-aware about how stupid the whole thing was during the video. Unfortunately, the Peter Griffin guy and his alliance are no longer on the map. I guess they quit the game, which is pretty sad because while I don't really care about the outpost and about this whole thing anymore, I think you know, getting into a PvP confrontation with a player called Peter Griffin would have made for some great content, but oh well. To get back to the subject of making content, I could make a video about the Outer Realms. That's something I've been thinking about for a while because, you know, I like those events. They're pretty fun to play. The Outer Realms and the Horizon events. So, I don't know. Stay tuned for that, I guess. If you guys want to join me on a future expedition in the Outer Realms, my name is in this game is Non-Lander, and my name is Non-Lander, and you know, this is my castle if you want to attack me, and this is my alliance if you want to join it. And with that out of the way, I'm gonna say, you know, goodbye, unsubscribe, and dislike the video.